Let me tell you something I've seen more times than I can count. A driver comes into the shop with a blown engine, warped rotors, or a fried transmission. You ask when the trouble started and they say, "Well, I noticed something a few weeks ago." That something is usually a warning sign they shrugged off. And the biggest one? That little yellow light on your dash, the check engine light. Please subscribe and I'll tell you what's the deal. The check engine light isn't just a suggestion. Too many folks think the check engine light is like a polite reminder, kind of like a dentist postcard telling you it's time for a cleaning. But that light means your car's computer has detected something wrong. It could be as simple as a loose gas cap, or it could be something serious like an engine misfire, bad sensor, or catalytic converter on the brink. When you ignore that light, you're gambling with your car's health, and most of the time, the house wins. It might still drive fine until it doesn't. That's the tricky part. Your car might run okay for a while even with the light on. That's why people think it's not a big deal. But what you don't see is what's happening under the hood. A misfire can damage your catalytic converter. A bad oxygen sensor can kill your fuel economy. A slipping transmission can go from annoying to dead with no warning. Think of it like a slow leak in a tire. You can drive on it for a bit, but eventually you're riding on the rim. It's just a sensor is how you end up on the side of the road. We hear this a lot in the garage. My buddy said it's probably just a sensor. Maybe it is. But, modern engines rely on those sensors to keep everything running smooth. One bad reading and the computer starts guessing. And engines don't like to guess. They like clean air, proper fuel, and good timing. You throw one of those off and the whole system starts slipping. Diagnostic scans aren't just for dealerships. You don't need to go broke at a dealership just to find out why the light's on. Most auto parts stores will scan the code for free. Even better, get yourself a cheap code reader. Plug it in under the dash and it'll tell you what's wrong. It's not a magic fix, but it'll point you in the right direction. And the sooner you know, the cheaper the fix usually is. Listen to your car and your gut. Sometimes the warning sign isn't a light. It's a weird sound, a strange smell, or the way the engine feels when you step on the gas. If it's doing something unusual, don't wait to find out what happens next. Pop the hood, pay attention. If something smells burnt, if your car shakes, if it takes forever to shift, those are all your car's way of saying, "Help me." Here's what I've learned over a lifetime of busted knuckles and broken engines. Cars rarely just suddenly fail. They warn you. They flicker a light. They make a sound. They change the way they drive. But most drivers ignore it until it's too late. Don't be that guy calling a tow truck on the side of the highway, wishing he'd checked the light a week ago. Read the sign. Get it looked at. Fix it while it's small, because waiting will always cost you more.